Positioned right on the San Francisco Bay, we're live from one of the game's best venues, Oracle Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams are sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right,
the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Juan Marichal gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, you talk about bad starts. This guy made it through one inning. Somehow, some way, he's going to have to try to shake the cobwebs from that one and turn this thing around, because their team needs a lot more than one inning out of this guy today.
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Flores has it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Trevor Story in this one. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Don't have to wait long. Here is the shortstop. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Standing in now, number 2. Popped him up. Posey shading to his right. 2 gone.
That is good. The first baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Helton. Story stands at second with 2 gone. One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. 1-2. Popped up. LaStella is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. Rockies strand 1. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Striding in is Tommy LaStella. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1-1.
No, that missed.
Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1. Fouled off. Hot shot to third. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting second.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Willie McCovey. In for strike 2. And he fouls this one off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
2-2 to stretch Willie McCovey.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing, and Willie Mack sends a drive to right. This one's carrying. Throwing to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still no score. Ready now is Dante Bichette. They'll get us started in the top of the second. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And the pitch.
Down, ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
To the left side, but it's well foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in will be Larry Walker. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
That's outside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. Hit down the third baseline. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's under it, 1 away.
Batting 7.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. Guys, we have to focus on one of the best defenders in all the sport at any position. That's Brandon Crawford. This guy's got some of the softest hands in the game and a rocket arm.
So now to the plate, Matt Kemp.
Ball.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips
2
below
balls,
the
1
zone.
strike.
And that's upstairs,
ball.
running the count to 3-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Full count, here it comes. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to third, and he's safe.
No, he's in there.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Dom Nunez. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You could either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Full count.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Popped him up. Crawford into shallow center. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 55.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher spot. That'll be John Gray. Here's the 1-1.
Ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. 2 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Willie Mays. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Again, a 1-2.
Ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Fouled off. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game,
Crawford,
which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate, Crawford. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Adios, pelota. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Into the box, Buster Posey. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So next to bat will be Wilmer Flores. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Posey blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Glory shot.
Standing in now, Juan Marichal. A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Hit back toward the mound. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now back.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. At the plate now, Tommy La Stella. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go now to the top of the third. Giants on top, 2-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Josh Fuentes. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
2-1
It's
to
a
count.
shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's
Nope,
got
that's
fastball
outside.
command
Ball.
and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 3-1 pitch. Chopped to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting. Shortstop. Trevor Story.
So 1 down, no one aboard. And in to hit next, the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. The 1-1. To third. Taken in by Flores. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Now batting.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Now at the plate, here is number 2. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yeah.
1-2 now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 17. Todd.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up Todd Helton. The 1-1. He's running. That's a strike. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. And he fouls this one off. Here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
2-2.
Count is full.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Story at second with 2 down. This misses for ball
Take your
4.
base.
The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Stepping in once again is Dante Bichette. Worked a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They're down 2-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And now here is Alex Dickerson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. Three and 2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3 and 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Kemp is under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Willie McCovey.
Stepping in next, Willie McCovey. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
So now to the plate, Willie Mays. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already.
Crawford.
That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Brandon Crawford. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. Last.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. We're through 3 here in China Basin. It's now 3-0 San Francisco. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Larry Walker. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
To the plate now, Matt Kemp. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Over to McCutcheon, 2 down. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. In now for Colorado, Dom Nunez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up Buster Posey. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Nunez is there. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Now one down with the bases empty, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Now the 2-1 pitch. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Story takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Juan Marichal.
Now to the plate, here is Juan Marichal. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Yastrzemski leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Struck him out. 1 left for San Francisco, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Raimel Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Colorado, number 15, Raimel Tapia.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
High in the air out to center field. Mays waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The third baseman, number 8, Josh Fuentes.
And now Josh Fuentes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third. This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2. Fouled off. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make.
The
check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Flores has to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies nothing. Tyler Kinley is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season
number
here.
40, Tyler Kinley.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Tommy La Stella. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Alex Dickerson
3-1.
waits on
3
deck.
balls, 1 strike.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. And another foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into right, a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Dickerson.
Stepping in now, Alex Dickerson gets dirty and gloves it. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. He makes a good throw, and they complete the 3-6-1 double play with the throwback to the pitcher at first.
Digging in will be Willie McCovey. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They lead it 3-0. So now to the plate, number 2. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2, the count.
Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Todd Crawford.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. Into the box, Todd Helton. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Throw over to the bag. In now, Dante Bichette. Strike taken to throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Larry Walker. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. On the ground, softly towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Rockies forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies 1. At the plate now, Willie Mays. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Adios, pelota. It's a solo shot for the Say-Hey kid, Willie Mays. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Giants have opened it up now to 4-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
To the plate now, Crawford. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. The shed is there. 1 down.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 out, nobody on. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Mike Yastrzemski is on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Line hard, deep into left. Bichette is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Giants add on 1 more. Bye-bye, baby. The solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 San Francisco. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Matt Kemp. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Back goes Yastrzemski. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 3.
Next to hit, Dom Nunez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled away.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Flores is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 40, Tyler Finley.
Charlie Blackmon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, and this is still a 4-1 ballgame. Michael Givens will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the seventh.
For the Rockies, number 60, Michael Givens.
Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Wilmer Flores. Here now the 2-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Juan Marichal.
So here now is the pitcher, Juan Marichal. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
A bouncer up the middle. And that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco seventh, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. We're in the seventh now, 4-1 our score to this point. Liner toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Now batting, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Standing in now, Alex Dickerson. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Giants leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Roberto Ozuna is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Roberto Ozuna.
Ready to begin the eighth, and here's Josh Fuentes to the batter's box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Into the box, Trevor Story. And this will be fouled away. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2. Number 2 will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Number 2.
At the plate, number 2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fouled off. Story leads off first with one away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. In to score is the runner from first.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he belongs.
At the plate now, Todd Helton. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Changeup is bounced to second. Over to McCovey, 2 down.
Now back left field.
Rob Nen enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Bichette will be his first assignment upon entering as a bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. In at second safely as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
Up next to
so much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. To the plate now, Larry Walker. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
2-2. Here it is. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Garrett Hampson will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 1.
Scott Ober is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Scott Ober.
So here is Willie McCovey. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Hit it right.
Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Kemp has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Tie ball game, 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starting pitchers. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Mays. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that
Crawford.
second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Brandon Crawford. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Giants down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Set to start the 9th in this one, and coming up, the still dangerous outfielder Matt Kemp. Here comes the 1-2.
2-2.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Tyler Rogers will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
71. Tyler Rogers.
Dom Nunez will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch out.
2 balls,
Nothing
1
doing.
strike.
He's fallen
3
behind
balls
now,
and no
3-1. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the pitcher, Scott.
C.J. Crawford will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
For Colorado, number 25, C.J. Crawford.
The 1-1 pitch.
That's it. Ball.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Runner goes in there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang-bang as they come, and as show track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Now a pickoff play at second,
He's in there.
and he'll dive back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
The third baseman, number 8, Josh.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Josh Fuentes. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. To Crawford for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Next, here is Trevor Story. For his career in this matchup, he's 0 for 4. 1-1.
Yeehaw!
No, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Popped up. LaStella waits on it. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. Rockies lead it 5-4. Houston Street comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 16, Houston Street.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Buster Posey. The 2-1 home.
No, ball.
The Giants find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
So in now for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski struck out in his last trip to the plate. 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an effort his teammates are appreciative of. Will Clark will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Will Clark.
This will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike here for the Giants. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Yastrzemski is off of first with 2 away. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Rockies came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Scott Oberg claims the win out of the pen, his first. Houston Street closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Giants, 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and reminds you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
Mm-hmm.